And we are back with another show on Beyond the Barbell with your host, Larhana Robinson and Nicole Zenobia Graham, IFBB Figure Pros and Olympians. Don't forget it. First of all, Happy New Year's, guys. And thank y'all always again for supporting us, and just being patient with us as, we get through the holidays and just the end of the Olympia.
Yes. So, as she said, Happy New Year. We are happy to be back. We are back to our regular programming. We will have our NPC highlights on Sundays, and of course, talking with our pros and anyone else within the industry on Monday evenings. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, we've got major news.
Major.
Yes, we have a third and final co-host being added to Beyond the Barbell. Care to tell?
And Lutney Fosday. Is it Lou? Bring her on.
Well, let's get a good look here. So, if you all don't know who Miss IFBB, new IFBB figure pro, Lou Fulston is, she actually won the Arnold, Ohio, the amateur. She was the overall winner and earned her pro card in 2022. So, with that being said, let's move on. Let's look at this amazing physique. Lou is also coached by Shelby Starnes, which we know what Shelby produces. Amazing, amazing athletes. Lou will be doing her pro debut this year. She will share that with you guys as well. And Lou also models. Lou was also in Vogue Italia.
Bro,
look at that. Finally, women with muscle being showcased.
Girl, Drake made a song about Lou. He said, don't tell me that you model if you ain't been in Vogue. Hey, I could say my co-host is Vogue, bro. Get at me, Drake. Come on. Shoot. Put me on
Bring
the
map. Bring it. Right?
Put me on the map, Lord.
And not to mention, she's not only a new IFBB figure pro, Lou is also a competitive powerlifter. And that is not all. Lou is also strongman. And she's quite good at it. All right, so let's bring her on. Hey.
Yo, I was dying. Keep going. What did Drake say?
Tell me you a model if you've been in Vogue. Hey.
Excuse me.
Put me on the map, Lou.
Yo, this is beautiful. Thank you so much for the introduction, both of you ladies. It's I could only dream of being in a room with Olympians, and I'm in a room with both of you, and I have an example set and I have goals set, and it's exciting when you can lean on the shoulders of your sisters and people who have already done it. And thank you guys so much for opening your space, because this is big. This is huge. We're all going through it, but you guys have gone through it. And just being able to share my experience with the both of you, figure competitors, Olympians, just professionals and just athletes and just competitors. It's exciting. And I know that we all have a lot of stories that we can share. And I can just hope that my story can also maybe inspire someone the same way you guys, your stories inspired me. So thank you so much. And I look forward to, cracking jokes with y'all.
You're full of them. I'm telling you, if y'all thought Larhana was funny,
I mean, I'm gonna keep it New York. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it. She keeps it Texas. I keep it New York. So it's only right.
Oh my God.
But seriously though, on the real, like for reals, thank you for accepting it, because it's also a huge responsibility on your end, to be a leader that can be an example. First of all, you've been in Vogue, so we know you some type Tell them, show us. But for real, like, thank you for accepting. Like, this is our baby. You know, we just want to go up from here, and we truly think that you're an asset to Beyond the Barbell. So thank you for accepting the huge responsibility, and we are so excited to grow with you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Super excited. I really see big things with all three of us being able to work together. We can cover a heck of a lot more ground. Lou's really good with social media, consistently posting you with the same thing. So I think that this is going to be great. It's going to be better with 3 people at seminars. Lou's great in general with just speaking. So public speaker. She's also been on, at Titans as, hosting it, as a commentator. So I definitely
TV show, right? You have a TV show.
I mean, I'm working on it. I'm gonna talk to my agent.
We're on there.
My agent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that we've got our amazing co-host with us, now that we've got three is a charm. We do have some things to talk about, don't we? So, Olympia 2023. Yes. We are already thinking November already, aren't we?
Right.
But of course, you got to, in order to figure out exactly what your plans are for the year, this, that, and the third, and how we're going to make the Olympia happen. Now, we know that Olympia will be back in Orlando in November. I believe it might be the second week of November, if I'm not mistaken, which is great. It's right before Thanksgiving. Everybody can enjoy their holidays. Great work. Thank you. But with that being said, there are some new rules to the qualification system. They actually have taken out the point system, which will basically eliminate 3 people that would have been chosen off of points.
Right.
Now, this Olympia was definitely a very different Olympia for 2022, which was also in Vegas at Planet Hollywood, also a week before Christmas. With that being said, but with that also being said, there were so many shows to qualify for, last year's Olympia, and every division was completely stacked. We're talking at least 40 or more athletes. Some divisions, I want to say, had 60 plus. And it was just, honestly, it was just way too much, in my personal opinion. I've heard it from plenty of the fans, plenty of the other athletes. I kind of look at it as the Olympia is a prestigious show.
Yeah.
It's great that you want a show, to be there because there were that many shows, but that number is just, it's entirely too much. It shortens up the presentations for the athletes who've worked so hard to get there to begin with, to basically speed up your presentation, which we're professionals. It's fine. We can manipulate and do those things, but at the same time, like, this is what we've worked for such a long time. This is what we worked so hard for, dieting, training day in and day out, to only get but so much time there because there's just way too many athletes. And don't get me wrong, I think it's great that we have so many international athletes, which I thought that was probably the coolest part, because we can say that we've actually been able to stand amongst the best of the best around the world. But that list does, I personally feel, need to be smaller. So I do believe taking out that point system, subtracting those 3 off of points, and I believe that the deadline is October 9th. So whatever shows are from now up until October 9th, that is the deadline to qualify for the Olympia in November. So that will bring down the numbers quite a bit.
You think so? I don't know, because subtract 3 from this year's, that's still a lot of people.
But think about when the deadline was. The show was in December, so now we have to cut off all the way till October.
So that just push your show up. These people aren't going to let their show go.
No, those dates are already in place, though. Those dates are already in place. Those dates have to be in place well in advance. So there's going to be quite a few shows after.
Yeah.
But
You know what
there's not gonna be as many shows.
you know what I want to see actually?
Right. Actually.
I want to see more competitors, even if you win a show, I want to see more of them do more shows. Because
Exactly.
again, you're a professional bodybuilder, and if people don't like the fact that you won a show in Tampa and you decide to do a show in Arizona and you win there too, you're collecting your checks and you're good at it.
My
Do a
checks,
show.
and I'm taking a position
I
so
like
that
that.
there's less people that I have to go against, and that
I,
is my mentality for doing a
but
bunch of
also,
shows.
I'm collecting. I'm getting my money's worth. This
Right.
is sport. We love it. We love it. You know, and if you're good and you're collecting money as well, again, you do it because you love the sport. You do it because you're
Mm.
passionate. But the money is also sweet.
Yeah,
So
I
you
think that
want, yeah.
I think
I
that'll
will say this. I think, in
force.
my opinion, as far as the point system goes, and this is probably what I probably would have done, because I personally think that it would have maybe forced more athletes to compete more, is that you keep the point system in, right? But take out if you win a show. It doesn't matter if you win a show, that just gives you more points. So
Mhm.
at the end of the day, you're trying to get as many points as possible. Let's say that we only choose 20, 23 athletes at a deadline, but
Mhm.
you gotta sit up here and do however many shows to get as many, rack up as many points as you can in order to be qualified to do the Olympia.
Yeah.
That would have been a better way to see more athletes compete more.
Yeah. You might get burned out though, but I think what they're
You
doing right
will get burned out.
will
That
force
is very true.
if they take the point system out and then they take out a lot of shows and not a lot of people are qualified, it's going to force everybody to compete because now you only have 10 shows that everybody can qualify for versus a million shows and a million people can qualify. Take out a million and keep two, and everybody and their mom will do them, and only two
Right.
people get there. So I think
Mhm.
if they don't add more shows between now and whatever the deadline is, and they keep it like that, like let's say there's only 15 shows, that's going to force all the top 10 Olympians to compete. So then every show is going to be a show that you want to see and you want to be at, and ticket sales will be there. If I was a business person, I would be like, as a whole, as a group in IFBB, let's limit the shows so that way we make more popular athletes compete for them to get to the Super Bowl, to even be able to get the ability to get that big check at the end of the year. If you're offering all these shows, and all these shows just have like a little paycheck, then of course, I'm going to go try to do as many shows as possible.
Mhm.
But one, try to get all these people to not get to the Super Bowl, and two, to collect checks because we all know this is inexpensive sport.
Mhm.
Exactly. Another way that you can also spin this off too. Obviously, promoters want to make money. Okay, it's still a business at the end of the day. So, with that being said, you can still keep it with all of these shows, and obviously still keep the prize money where it's at, because people are not only just competing to qualify for the Olympia, but people are also competing for a check, right? So, what we can do is have certain shows qualify you for the Olympia.
Mm-hmm.
Those other shows are still just prize money.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
specific shows would only be for the Olympia, so that kind of takes the numbers down, so that we're
Yeah.
not getting too many athletes for the Olympia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me ask you this. Now that they know that there's not going to be a point system, do you think there are going to be more shows though? Do you
That's,
think?
I mean, I know that the list isn't completely set yet. There's still a couple more that they have to put on the schedule.
and you can off like the shows that are already in place. Like let's say Bikini has a show and whatever, they could just add figure to
They
whatever show.
can add. Yes, they can.
You know, they could do that. So they're
But
still.
it's weird. It's weird because, from what I've heard from last year, they really try not to have the same divisions competing at the same weekend. Even though you have a few shows that happen that do end up overlapping, so that the
Right.
promoters are getting all those athletes.
Wow.
They're trying not to do.
Got it.
So I mean, we'll see. It's questionable.
Gonna be that's different, and if I'm a promoter and I know I do figure and I know figure is a huge one for me, I'm going to go reach out to another promoter and say, hey, look, can I just add my figure category and pay you 500, and I have the prize money already? You already paid the sanction, so just let me. I'm knocking on the door, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
A lot of people can do that. I would, honestly, and put figure on the map. Shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. The first figure show of the year so far is going to be Boston.
No, did they put Boston back on the schedule yet? Because I haven't seen it.
Okay, maybe not. But I know it was after the Arnolds.
Yeah, Boston was after the Arnold, but not unless they've updated it within the past few days, because I have not seen
Okay.
Boston. And I was kind of hoping that if they did do Boston, they'd like
It'd be later.
way later so I could do it again.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that show because after
Such a dope show.
and all the stuff they gave y'all, I wanted Jack. Shoot.
But first of all, you came up in there and they gave you here's your check. I'm like, here's my check, which means here's my check. Like, thank you for competing.
Huh?
Well, dang.
Right now, even if I'm not ready, I'm coming.
Yep. I mean, shoot, I'll get a participation trophy. I'll just do it. You know.
Let me just collect my check. All right, Jesus.
Right. I'm big.
I'm not going to win. I'm gonna, and it sounds terrible. I'm just gonna go to support the cause. So I'll just show up.
Right. I'll be the
one. Check. Oh wait, I'm so sorry. I can't even do it. I got COVID. Thank you. Thank you. Oh man. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on as far as the qualification system goes. No other real rules or anything like that have changed, at least not that I've seen. I think criteria, all that stuff is still the same. No comment.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty much what we've seen as far as what's going on for this coming year for the Olympia. I mean, obviously, as things come in or any new rulings or anything like that, we will definitely keep you guys updated with that. But it is 2023. So with that being said, new year, new me, new year, better me,
right.
New year, best version of me. I mean, we hear so many things. So how do you guys feel about this
with their hair?
New Year's resolution thing here?
Who's going first? Paper, rock, scissors. 1, 2, 2. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wait, we got to do it at the same time.
Okay. My fault.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Dang, y'all.
1, 2, 3, shoot. Me and Nicole. Come on, Nicole. 1, 2, 3, go. Ah, cheater. Do it again. Go. 1, 2, 3, go. Ah, you gotta go.
Dang, why gotta be me first? Crap.
You can pick. Who do you won? You get to pick who goes first.
Oh.
Yeah, you're the losers.
Well, let's let our new co-host go first.
Oh, I see. What you did there. You know what? I'll do it. I'll take one for the team.
Yes.
So
See,
goal-wise, I mean, are we talking fitness, outside?
Anything, because what are we? We are beyond the barbell. And we're not just about the barbell, we go beyond the barbell. So, it could be anything. That's all. I have to go get my example.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I'll wait.
Oh, perfect.
Well, okay. So I guess I'll start with beyond the stage, right? So I'm not talking about figure.
Anything. Yeah.
Yeah, we all have goals and we all have shows that we have in mind that we want to do. So we're not even going to talk about that because no one has to know that just yet.
Right.
But in fitness, in powerlifting, which is something that I do as well, I'll start with that. I have some goals and I want to be able to get a 500-pound deadlift. And I want to get, I want a 225 bench, I'm at just 25 more pounds, right?
Realistic.
And we're about 50 pounds away from 500 in the pull. And it's something that I when you're naturally good at something, you kind of slack off. and you
Mm-hmm.
just rely on your natural talent, and your
Right.
work could be a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
We're
That's what.
all guilty of that. We rely on our natural genetics, and then
Yeah.
because we're better than the average, right, in that field. But then when we get to the point where we plateau, because your genetics can only take you so far without the hard work. You kind of rest on your laurels, and I've been doing that, and I'm like, shit. I've been my own worst enemy. I gotta
Mhm.
get my shit together, and I have to do the work. So I hate strength training, but I love being strong, if that
Yeah.
makes any sense.
Yeah.
So I got to do it. I got to do it. And I think we have a competition I think actually I'm 12 weeks out.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You gotta let us
Good.
know so that we
You
can
know?
both be there.
so, so yeah, hopefully we start the year off and checking off those boxes. And non-fitness related, I want to be more appreciative, right? I want to be more appreciative, and I want to be able to, for me, that means exploring more. A goal of mine has always been to, and this takes a lot of time and money, and we work and we got to save, and we got to budget and all that fun stuff, which is fine. But a goal of mine has always been to travel to different states in the US, and just experiment and try new foods.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds so cliche, but
Nothing wrong
I
with
want
that.
to go to freaking Memphis, Tennessee. I've never been, right? I want to go and I want to get some barbecue.
Right.
That's that's a goal for 2023. Get
Right.
some barbecue in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
It's not much, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a big foodie. Like, I love eating. I love eating good food. I love a good cocktail. So being able to do that with a partner of mine who also, my partner, my boyfriend, loves eating as well, and I want to be able to do that. But
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that just yet unless things are good at home, right? Meaning I
Right.
got my checks, I'm making money, I'm happy, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not competing in bodybuilding year round, and I'm just living in the moment.
Right.
And I think that that's something a lot of us don't do, is we're always competing and we're not really living in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think finding that balance, and I know you and Lahana, Z and Lahana can attest to this, when you're in season and you're spending 8 months or 7 months or whatever in prep, we kind of lose sight of some things, and we want to be able to live in the moment, but how can you when you're dieting? And I think that's a big thing for me is, of course, these fitness goals that I have, but also living in the moment and being able to appreciate things, that opportunities that present themselves to me that are not diet related, if that
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think I wrote a novel just now, but
Okay,
I
all
love
good.
that. I love it because I'm walking and living in that novel that you're speaking of right now. I'm literally, I am, first of all, a free agent. So if anybody wants a world class athlete, holla at your girl. I need to come
okay.
out in my DMs. Jesus, you, amen. Yeah. So right now, fitness goals. I really want to, go all in with this boxing. Like, I really picked up boxing, and I'm kind of a natural at it. And I have a passion for it. So I'm gonna see how far I can go with that. And
Mhm.
of course, a show is in my mind, but y'all don't need to know about that yet. And not fitness related. I just want to be able to, like you said, be able to show other people how to live in the moment, and how to have full control of their mind, body, spirit. And everything to me starts with your mind. I'm like, I don't give. Somebody comes to me and they're like, hey, this is my fitness goal. I want to do this. And I'm like, hey, I don't give a you flying F what your body looks like right now. My main focus is to work on your mind. We're
Mhm.
gonna work on your mind right now, because if I can't get your mind to change, it doesn't matter what your body looks like. We're never gonna have the permanent results of your lifestyle change. And I feel like I've accomplished, mastering my mind and being able to be calm in almost any situation, and not like really turning everything that happens in life into something positive. Something bad will happen, but I'm like, oh, okay, but at least this, and this, or well, that happened because this and this had to happen. Like learning how to change the perspective when you're in the moment makes you learn how to live your life in joy always. I'm rarely angry because now I live my life like that. I'm always laughing, always joking, you know, and just trying to be a light to others. Even when I come in contact with somebody that I know is having a bad day and they're projecting on me, I'm still shooting them out that energy of being a light and being inspiring, because later on when they're out of that grumpy mood, they're going to think of me and say, hey, dang, that girl that was in HEB with the curly hair, man, why was I being an a-hole to her? She was so sweet to me, gave me this, you know. They're going to feel bad for treating me bad when I was just being nice to them. And that's a thing right there with your mind. Your mind is in control of everything. So if I could fix your mind, we could fix everything else in your life. So that's a huge, huge goal for me, is to be able to reach as many people as I possibly can, to learn how to change their minds in a positive way and be able to just shoot light into this dark world, because it's super dark. I'm sorry, but it is.
It is. Absolutely. Can't agree more with that one. So I guess me. All right, so we've got a few things here. Two things, but then I have something more for everyone else.
Yeah.
So pretty much to piggyback off of what you said, Beyond the Barbell is our baby. And you know, I really want to continue growing. I think we've done a pretty good job starting out last year, and you know, slowly building up a little bit of a following. But now I really want us to really get out there and really concentrate on these seminars and bring more awareness to the division, bringing more to the division. Obviously, really bringing the popularity so that figure is talked about even
Right.
more. And you know, it's not to take away from the other divisions. I think the other divisions are great, but I want to give us as a whole a platform. I want these seminars to, yes, we still will have other divisions coming in, but I want that special moment with our figure athletes to really talk figure, really talk about the history of figure, talk about what the criteria of the division is, and just bring more awareness to the division. You know, you really don't really, I mean, besides, you know, really our platform, you know, that's the only way that you really get to know any of the athletes, whether they're amateur or whether they're pro. And I really want to capitalize on that and just keep pushing us as much as possible, really get more into the apparel, all of that fun stuff. Really just keep pushing beyond the barbell. Get some more feedback from, you know, our fans, our supporters, what they want us to start talking about. Anyone that they would love to see on here, maybe we can possibly reach out to them and get them on here. But besides Beyond the Barbell, I think for myself, as far as competing goes, yes, I have a couple of shows in mind, more than a couple. Y'all already know what my mentality is. I'm trying to do a bunch of shows, win a bunch of shows, take a bunch of spots. That's less people out here.
Right.
Plus, I'll take those paychecks. Boom. Now, am I going to tell you what shows? No. you'll know when it's time. Just know that it's no time soon.
Yeah, your
But
body
as
will.
far as the body goes, I think today, to be very honest, and I've talked to Lou earlier today about it, I think today was more of where my mind started to finally click with things. So, like I said, y'all seen my posts as of lately. I'm very much so transparent, very open. I will let you know I am just as human as anyone else, and I have my shortcomings. Has training been amazing for me? No, it has not. Dieting, as far as reversing goes, it's been better than what it normally is. I will give myself a pat on the back and give myself grace because I am doing a lot better than what I normally would be doing. So we're just going to keep working to get better, living every day, a day at a time, and taking it as baby steps rather than looking at, wow, I got to eat like this for this long. Take it a day at a time and give myself grace for getting through the day. But with that being said, when I say that I feel like things have finally clicked for me in the aspect of my training. So, we lost her. Oh, hold on. There we go. So as far as like my training is concerned, things, I kind of had an epiphany. So I had to really think about for the longest, why haven't I really have had like the best trainings? Honestly, really for the past like maybe year or so. Um, and I thought about it because for the past couple of days, I've just been thinking about like, dang, like I miss being able to get in the gym and like really move this and really move that and just go balls to the wall and what I'm used to, you know. And I don't know what it was today. Like I was supposed to train with Corey today, but she unfortunately was a little under the weather, so it was just me.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I had my pre-workout meal and I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. I realized why I've been feeling the way that I've been feeling because I've literally just been going through the motions with my training. And
Mm-hmm.
obviously, yes, I work my legs because that's a body part that it's okay if they get bigger. Fine. You can always use bigger legs. Cool. That's not a part of my body that's overpowering, right? But at the same time, even with my legs, I haven't been going super, super, super heavy or anything like that. And to be honest, what do I enjoy about training? I enjoy being strong. I not only enjoy being strong and moving the weight, I enjoy being strong and controlling the weight at the same time and still having a mind to muscle connection. So we know that I basically have maxed out upper body wise, right? So I haven't been able to really train like that. So honestly, training anything upper body has been literally going through the motions. I'm bored. I hate training. I dread it now, right? So I was like, you know what, today, the only way that I can honestly really get any bigger is if I'm taking in a ridiculous amount of freaking calories and then moving a crap ton of weight. I've been doing way better on my reverse, so I really shouldn't have to worry about getting so much bigger, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, you know what? We gonna make it happen today. Let's see where my strength is at. And I had an ego day. And you know what? It was great. It was an ego day, and I was able to control everything that I did. It was a back day.
Fucking dope.
And honey, I done stacked the whole cable seated row. It was great.
Hey, y'all heard her. Yeah.
So,
Teach me how.
I honestly feel I feel like myself again. And that's what was missing. So I figured, okay, obviously I can't lift like this all the time for my back because my back is, it's so
Yeah.
I figured to keep myself mentally there and engaged and be happy with my workouts, every other week is fine. And then on the other days, the other weeks in between, moderate time under tension, drop sets, things of that nature. But as long as I get that keeps me engaged. This is the reason why I do what I do, because I enjoy training. So that's pretty much my New Year's resolution, is to enjoy what I love doing. That's
Cool. Okay.
emotions, because I hate the process.
I love that. I love that you
But
have a plan too. That you have a plan to feed, what is hungry inside of you. If you don't have a plan, it's not going to work. It's like putting freaking you have to put a crackhead in rehab and keep them in there until they're completely clean until you bring them out. You have to feed yourself these things, and that the fact that you know this about yourself just shows us how much of a world-class athlete that you are. And you're going through the motions looking like this. Goddamn, bruh. Like, the hell?
Well, then let me go through the motions too.
What
me going back to what I know and what I feel good about, and I know that not only will it be great for me, physically, because heavyweight does something completely different with the conditioning. It does. I know that's what's developed me since I had switched over to that type of training. And it's not to say that the time and retention and all that other stuff, that stuff is great. But I like to at least be able to mix the two. But we all know the body really changes when this is okay. And if I'm not enjoying it and hating every bit of the process, it's one thing to diet and be like, oh my God, I'm so tired of eating this. Oh my God, I'm so tired of cardio. The one thing that I absolutely enjoy is the training. So that needs to be a constant for me.
Happy for you.
Thank you.
You're like, you already have a badass physique as it is, bro. It's
as we all do.
Like, but the fact that you thought that you had a problem and you recognize the problem and you have a plan for that, your whole physique this year is going to
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
cannot wait.
Yeah.
But I do have something for everyone else. So, with that being said, so I was actually on Instagram this week earlier, and somebody broke this down. So, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but he's actually opening up a gym here in a couple of weeks. I believe it's called Rich and Fit. It's going to be a boot camp, but like it's super high intensity.
Yeah.
Um, they are amazing. Once they open it, I even plan to go there. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm terrified. I'm scared because that's how intense it is. But what I love is how he broke this down for many of you, of course, who have New Year's resolutions, and most of it does happen to do with fitness and either building muscle or weight loss and things of that nature. Now we know a lot of these New Year's resolutions. We know these gyms are full. But we also know that these gyms will start to lose all of that between end of February, beginning of March. You're going to start to see those numbers decrease, right?
I'm not trying to laugh.
Because people are impatient and they want this overnight gratification. So the way that he broke this down, I swear I'm going to live by this. This is the toilet paper method. This shit made so much sense. So here you go. You got a roll of toilet paper, right? We're going to count one sheet as a session. One session. Cool. You got another session. Boom. You got another session. Boom. We're going to do 2 more sessions. That's another one. That's another one.
1 sec.
Do we realize that this roll is still the same damn size? Okay?
Working on that.
You have to realize that
Right?
you losing weight or building muscle, it's not an overnight process. Just like this, it's going to take all of these sessions, this diet, this meal, this cardio, in order to get to where you need to be. It is not an overnight process. Everybody has their own pace.
I'm gonna jack his whole method.
So, when I say he put this out there, I was like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. Everybody needs to know this.
Yeah, I like that. I gotta hide my toilet paper away from my cat because are we playing with toilet paper? I bet.
Let me keep that because I'm gonna need this later.
No, all that they get, like you saw how you pulled out 5. I'm gonna say, okay, now try to wipe your shitty ass with those 5. Okay, you need more toilet paper. That means you need more sessions. Keep rolling. Keep the whole thing for that.
Okay.
No doo-doo stain. 3-4 sessions, bro. Like, all right, I'm sorry. That was terrible. But no, that is good. Seriously.
I like that. And let's get his name because when you can, so we can give him some credit because I'm gonna be using it for the rest of the
name is. I hope I don't butcher this, and I'm so sorry if I do.
Or just write it down.
Tim Mateo.
Mateo.
Agoro is his last name, though.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is it M-A-T-O? I can't see.
It's backwards, but yes.
M-A-T-O.
Opening his own new gym called the Rich and Fit Club here in Atlanta. And when I tell you that him and the guys that run these classes, I have not even been to yet. I've only seen the videos. But when I tell you intense,
yeah.
Lord, I mean, y'all seen what I do on Thursdays at the cardio agility class. Like, this is like on next level. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through the first 10 minutes.
I'll go back row, the very, very back.
Yeah.
So I can hide behind.
I like it. I like
Straight
it.
Right.
Listen, when all 3 of us are in Atlanta, we should take a class.
Well,
for sure.
Besides that, because I'm all about glutes now, right? So when y'all all come here, we have to go to that. But we also need to schedule a trip to go to Miami because we all need to go to the Iron University glute camp.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Lorelai.
My booty cheeks are
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get my butt up. I was looking at those pictures
Yeah,
that y'all
he is
posted.
so knowledgeable. Holy freaking crap.
Yeah.
When it comes to glutes,
I was looking at
insane.
my butt in the intro and I was like, why would you use that
Really?
picture?
what?
Why?
It looks so good.
No, it's like
All right, guys, let's
know
just
you
face the
smush
music
these
here.
together?
We are figure girls and we do not really have butts. We have glutes.
Yeah.
But our goal is to get some mediocre wellness glutes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean, listen, I just want to slice of
Mediocre, just a little bit.
straight
Just
yelp,
give me like
but
25%.
I'll take a
I want to
quarter
be
of her
able
butt.
to.
'Cause
What? I'm trying to be
You
able
be
to
able
put
to
on a
put-
jumpsuit the day after the show and not look like I still can't fit in the damn jumpsuit. Like the jumpsuit's a damn small and I can't even fill it. Like that's embarrassing. Too bad baggy. I'm like, it's a small though.
Listen, I just don't want baggy leggings. Okay. Listen, if I'm putting on leggings and my butt it's baggy, then it's a problem. I'm not going outside. Cancel
Right.
the day. We're gonna start over tomorrow. Like, that's how I feel. Like,
Team wellness. Woo! We working on it.
yeah, in 2030. I'll build this body for wellness in
We back to
2030.
this heavy ass weight. I am going back to my heavy ass barbell hip thrust.
We're gonna tag it figure fatties. Forget
Okay.
the hashtag. We have figure fatties, and then we're going
Listen,
New t-shirts.
the Beyond the Barbell logo should be peaches. I mean, listen, I'm ready. I'm ready. Then we gotta go
We'll
to
put a P figure.
everybody.
Oh, we just take our Beyond the Barbell bees and just flip them up. Now you got boobies.
Yeah. Oh. Right. Open it.
People are like, are these boobs or is this butt?
Boobs and butt.
Boobs and
Yeah.
butt. Okay.
Exactly. Perfect.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yes.
But again, Lou, seriously, so much for joining us. Y'all, this is going to be an amazing year for all of us. I'm super excited. You know, we have so much to look forward to. We're going to start our seminars this year. You know, we already made promises with the show that we're not going to announce it yet, but we still are sponsoring a show.
Them to announce it.
Yes. So stay tuned for all of that. And again, thank y'all so much for all of your love and support. Continue to like, comment, and share. We're still doing the crew necks and everything else. Look for Barbell and all
We're
the
not only doing the crew necks, but I'm gonna post it. So we only have 5 of them. The designer just dropped us a few of them. We only have 5 of them. I think it's 5. We have 2 extra larges, which I ain't even gonna lie, I'm about to buy myself an extra large because I just like them big as hell.
Me too.
And we have the other 3 are our actual just larges. But do you guys remember my color of my suit for Arizona? The blue? That nice, pretty, like tealish kind of blue or whatever.
Yeah.
The color.
I want it. Put me down for one. Seriously.
My favorite one right now.
Extra large. Right?
So super limited. I'll get those posted up.
I'm not kidding. Put that extra large aside for me. I'm not even kidding. Look
All
at
right,
my
so all y'all got left is 3 larges.
3 larges and that's it.
We gotta buy our own stuff too.
For real. And then right now, like for real, don't play. But thank y'all again, Lou. Go ahead, close us out, ma'am.
Listen, I mean, should I say a prayer?
Right.
I mean, I you know what? I could honestly, I could. I mean, I don't want to offend anyone. What you say?
Z was holding my hand virtually.
Well, honestly, I just want to say, you know, whatever anybody's denomination is, whatever anybody believes, if you're spiritual, if you just or whatever, honestly, I pray that we all uplift each other. We all do whatever scares us. You know, we do something that scares us this year and we do it proudly. And, you know, it's okay to talk to people. It's okay to make new friends in different arenas. It's okay to approach new subjects and new ideas without knowing anything about it. And I think that that's something that we do well and we're trying to do even better. So I just want us to be fearless and just be passionate in 2023. Whoever you are, just be fearless in whatever it is that you do, and just do it with passion. And also do it with tact, right? Do it with respect. Just do it without putting someone else down. And that's it. That's it. And I'm excited. I'm excited for everything that we have in store, this platform. A reason why I'm happy to be on this platform is it uplifts everyone. And you have a question, you have a concern, you have a comment. This is an open dialogue, this is an open forum. If you don't feel comfortable posting on the wall, slide in someone's DM, be on the Barbell's DM or individual someone's DM, and we'll address it off camera, and it's all love. It's all love. So thank you guys so much for including me into this circle of greatness. We're only gonna get better from here.
We are.
Will.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
We will.
These Sunday school sessions that I've been doing as a kid really, really helped me in my diet.
Thank you, Mama, for that. Because seriously. But thank you guys for tuning in and share, and we will be in touch later. Deuces.